Keep it going for now, chat. Let's keep it going because I want to see how this team's going to shape up for this next season after that recruitment class and the shocking, out of nowhere success from the playoffs. So we have this team to set up. Let's take a lovely break from the cowbell for the moment, shall we? So at quarterback this year, it already looks like Isaiah Boutte is going to be the one to take over depending on development. Marvin Matlock and Jaden Root are two guys that we just brought in. They don't have the best throw power. Let's see if they can play anywhere else just in case. They don't have the best carrying either. Can they catch a football? The hell they can't. Okay. Can they play any sort of defense? No. So they are just their quarterbacks. That is our quarterback room at the moment. Fair enough. Fair enough. Although Deshaun Nunn, was he a transfer? Was Deshaun Nunn a transfer? He was, wasn't he? Because why else wouldn't he be renamed? He's got 78 carrying, 69 catching. Okay, so Deshaun Nunn, not the best route runner, but could definitely go wide out or corner. Wide out or corner. Wide out or running back. Can he play corner? No. I mean, guy could definitely be a good quarterback. His impact, that's right, he was impact at that position. That's a tough call then as to whether or not we were to move him to running back. We might already be okay in that position. The other guys, though, can't play anywhere else but quarterback, but he could be a running back. Then again, an impact dev running back might not be the worst thing in the world either. I think we're going to move him. He's not that much worse in that follow-up position there, and that kind of settles things down for the quarterback room for the moment. So here, new additions in Sean, Hook, and Owen. Just got to check to see if they can play defense at all. The answer is no. Can anybody here catch a football? Yes. Both Hammy Tear and George R. Martin can at least catch a football. The rest of them, not so much. Do we need wideouts, though? Kind of, actually, based on numbers. Okay, so George, you're going to get the upgrade over to wideout, buddy. That is an upgrade for what we consider. Muted, what's up, man? You missed the run of a lifetime. We made it to the Final Four of the playoffs, but lost to USC by 5. Pain, misery, despair. So running back situations looking like it's going to be pretty good. Cowbell, baby. We got our 2 fullbacks. They're not going to move anywhere. For the wideouts, they can all at least kind of catch a football. They're all at least at 86 speed. Typically, I'd like them to be a little bit faster, but that's about the best we can do. And we got to make sure that we take a look at Whitaker and Davenport to see if they can play anywhere else. We did get promoted, yes. We sure did. We had a absolutely ridiculous season. All right, Whitaker and Davenport. Not play defense at all. Okay. So yeah, they're good where they are. We're 1 tier from the 3 stars, yes. Yes, indeed. And this guy's a fucking elite tight end, apparently, but he can't catch. Well, he can kind of catch. I mean, you could maybe argue he should even be a fullback, because he would be an elite fullback. That might honestly be a better spot for him. Although you could argue, how much do we run a fullback, you know? But the fact he can't catch a football scares me a lot. He can kind of catch, but I can't really rely on him to. So these guys are all going to stay at tight end. Unless Gilliam could move anywhere else. Only to the defensive side. Can you tackle at all? No. So that makes it easy then for us to look at, cutting at least one fullback, if not two. And softer than the soup sandwich can at least be a little bit more of a weapon from that position. Wideout's nice. For the O-line, Perk Angle's looking fine where he is. Mr. Raffle can honestly be tackle with that mobility he has. These two are fine there. Celiacs could move to the outside. Big Al's Fly Swatter move to the outside. We got quite a few improvements on the offensive line over the course of last season, just in terms of mobility for these guys. Apparently Dinkelberg can play tight end, but I'm pretty sure we checked that none of these guys were actually good at catching a football. The last guy is Cornell Scruggs, who was a new addition. Move him to the outside. Dude, we got some players with mobility here. Definitely got some players with mobility. It's good news. And then Kevin Branham. Good center. Right side. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Going cross. We'll move you to center for the moment. Let you train up there. So quickly, let's just double check. Can any of the offensive linemen catch a football or tackle anybody? Anybody catch a football? No. Can anybody tackle anybody? Qui-Gon took my gin. Can definitely. Pop you move. So we were looking at these two guys before. Guys that could move to the defensive side. Yeah, they're the last two. Okay. So based on the amount of guys we have, Perk Angle can play tackle. Poppy move, Qui-Gon. I mean, I think we have the depth. Perk's better. I think we got the depth to put these guys on defense and try to train them up, but we definitely have the depth. Question is whether or not we even need people on defense. And we might not. We got a hell of a lot of people on defense. We're definitely going to have to cut some guys this year. They both end up being defensive ends. And based on who we already have, we already got plenty of depth there. So we'll just leave them. Keep the O-line depth intact. So we're going to have Cornhucker on the right. Let's move Bop Yamoof over to left tackle. Keep Qui-Gon there. Left guard, we got an 82. So let's move him over to the right and then hope that one of the guys at left guard takes a nice little step up. We got the center and Bubblicious, who will be good enough to be the starter. I think we're looking pretty good in terms of overall depth there on the O-line. And again, we haven't even seen the training camp results yet. So the O-line's looking good. Quarterbacks are set. Running backs are set. Receiver room's obviously, the receiver class, they're going to need some development. Tight end's going to need some development, but I think we have the guys in the best positions to succeed. So defensively, Banana Split Connoisseur has developed mobility enough. We could really use him at linebacker. And actually, check something here with defense. Anybody on defense throw a football? Anybody on defense throw a football? No. Anybody on defense properly run routes? The answer is kind of. Closet at free safety. Tribal Chief at corner. Wheelchair Hulk, kind of. Anybody else run routes? Anybody at all? No. Okay. That's good to know. Depending on how many defenders we end up with, we might be able to move some more people to offense. Mafu Deng, you are too slow. We're going to park you away at defensive tackle. Same for Charius Gainwell. I guess we have gained quite a few defensive tackles. Put Gainwell there and Vince Gooden. Might even be able to argue, can any of these guys play the O-line? We'll see what the numbers look like. NIL'd to the cross. I'll move you to linebacker. That increased mobility of yours. Evan Snow, you're off to defensive tackle. At defensive tackle, max character limits, got some decent enough mobility to move. To defensive end, everybody else is staying there. Linebackers. Outside of Jelani Claybrooks moving to defensive end, we should be okay. 85 speed. Everybody in the secondary. Okay. Really quickly, then, one more look. Anybody that's playing defense, switch to the offensive line. The answer is kind of. You got character limits at left end. Claybrooks at left end. Copan Robots. Bohannon. Mr. Diaper. Phil McCracken's at least 8. You know what, a lot of these guys actually could switch to the other side here then. It's nice. A lot of these guys could switch, actually. Interesting. Damn. Well, at least we have options. At least we have options. Yeah, most of these guys could be switched to the O-line and potentially have some success there too. At least maybe have more of a shot to not get cut. Because again, we have way many goddamn people. The vast majority of the defense. Well, the thing is, do we even need more defensive linemen? I think the answer is no. So we might as well just leave them where they are, I suppose. Yeah, I think we should be fine. I just think we're facing the reality of having to cut a lot of them. Not necessarily a bad thing. Really quickly then. Hiding the closet. Let's move you over to corner. Tim Edmond. Also go over to corner for the moment. Slowest guys, John Brutus. Train you up as a safety. 86 speed for Blaine Gessner. We also just brought in. Train you up at safety. And at least one of these guys here can be moved back over to safety. It'll probably be Hayden. Although Hayden has elite level fucking man coverage. So does Tribal Chief. So maybe Diet Kakalaki will be the one moved over to safety. It's a pretty good setup. Corner. Not the best setup at safety, though. Do have some guys with 84 speed that aren't exactly ideal. So hit stick probably makes sense to move back over. If not, Big Al. Yeah. All right, Mr. Hit Stick, we need you to go over to safety here. Need another guy. So let's move Diet Kakalaki over to the strong side. I have to move Gene Parmesan over as well. That leaves Mr. Hitstick and George Ogbu to battle it out. For free safety, strong safety will be Diet Kakalaki, and then Gene Parmesan, of all people, will be the backup. Not a totally ideal situation at safety for this upcoming season. I think that's fairly obvious. Corners will be pretty solid, though. And then linebackers, we do have quite a few. We also have quite a few defensive linemen here. Let's move max character limit over to the right. And then this 85 move to the left, and we'll let all the other guys battle it out for that right side spot. Again, some of these linemen, you could argue move over to the O-line, but I think we got enough as it is. Just let them try to find success here. Yeah, I mean, I think we got more than enough. And again, we still haven't gone through training camp, so. Defensive tackle, we're gonna need some boosts. But for the linebackers, I'm gonna say who can play zone. Donald's Toupee. Move you into the middle with an 80. Anybody else have an 80? No. 77, 79. Outback, not Australian. Move you to the middle. And based on zone coverage, we can move Terrio Cornhucker to the outside. There's just 3 solid middle linebackers. Some very solid options on the outside as well. We do have pretty damn good team depth. We do. And again, a couple of positions of concern, but not much. I think we're good. Just one more little run through here. But yeah, I think we're good. I mean, you could maybe argue put Soup Sandwich back at tight end. Especially, too, because that means we'd have to play Ryan Gilliam this year. We're going to move him back. He doesn't have the worst hands in the world. Just definitely not the best, but he is a great blocker. O-line's going to be solid. D-line's going to be very solid. Except for maybe DT, so we might have to run a 3-4 this year. Got the linebackers doing. I think we're all right. Still wondering about maybe some defenders to offense, to the offensive line, but I think we're all right. Let's see how kind training camp is for us here, because we have even more of an XP boost now after getting that upgrade through Motivator. 83 overall, Ball State. Isaiah Boutte rocking a 77. And Sriracha not that far behind him. I mean, these two will definitely be in the running for that starting quarterback position this year. Larry Bird, by the way, he went up a decent amount too. Running backs, Diet Soda's at a 75. That's not too bad. To get pegs there as well. Bob Speed still getting better. Spencer's back wall fullback. I mean, showing up as a 71. Wideouts looking better with Sandy Ravage and George RRR Martin. Honestly, the wideout crop looking pretty damn good. Tight end, still an 87 for softer than a soup sandwich. He's basically a sixth lineman, which I don't hate. Left tackle, two really, really good options. Perk Angle probably wins because of the gold physicals. Although 99 awareness for Yamouth, which could be really good. Left guard, not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Center looking good with Bubblicious. Right guard looking good. John Glockland with platinum ground and pound. Let's go. And then right tackle, Endurance M. Cornhucker looking great. O-line should be pretty damn good. Defensive end, Dirty Diaper. Rocking an 85 at the moment. The other side, a hell of a lot of depth. Hell of a lot of depth. All seniors as well. Jesus. Defensive tackle, that's going to be a position of weakness for us this year. Linebacker, hello? Linebacker, thank you. Jesus Christ, that's going to be a position of strength this year. In the middle as well, without back, not Australian. And man, yeah, we're definitely running at the very least a 3-4. And corners this year, I mean, we're looking really damn good, especially Hulk being a fucking freshman. He and Fry are both going to be sick. Hit stick went up to a 76, technically a 74. And then Dia Kakalaki, Platinum House calling Robber, what a beast. Gene Parmesan, big improvement for him. Kicker's a 78, reigning kicker of the year. Jackman up to a 74. I mean, I think 83 is the highest rating we've ever had for one of our teams. So, there's some promise. But how many players do we have to get rid of? 12. 12 players must go. Right. Well, first and foremost, the senior fullback, EA breaks everything. You're gone. That's an easy one. We also had the extra punter. That was actually just brought in this year, so there's nothing I can do with him. Okay, well, the next 11 might be more difficult then. Are there any obvious cuts? I mean, you could argue Bob Speed. These wideouts are not looking great out of the gates, are they? Poor Boobier boy. Might be on the chopping block here. Okay, at center. Okay, at right guard. Oh, the cuts are always the worst part. There is this junior here, Donovan Bohannon. I don't see how he's possibly ever going to play. Cocan Robot's going to be ahead of him. He does have Platinum Recoup, but then Clubber Lang's not too far behind, so... Donovan Bohannon, we'll see you later. At defensive tackle, we'll say goodbye to the senior. Red Bull gives you wings. He's just totally outclassed. Right side. Bunch of seniors in the mix. A bunch. Linebacker. Oh, man. Middle linebacker. Right side. Yeah, we might have to make some tough cuts here. Oh, we still gotta get rid of 9 people. Okay. At quarterback, it just makes sense. It's been that way all year that you can't cut players that you just brought in. That's by design, as far as I know. Laura Croft's polygon boobs. Hate to say it, but I think you are overruled. The speed is pretty close. Much lower awareness. What's the throw power? 90, yeah, 90 to 90, or, yeah, 90 to 91. I don't see how Laura Croft's ever going to play. Pretty much always going to be behind Butte and Acha. So, Laura Croft's Polygon Boobs, I dismiss you. Running back wise, hate to say Bob Speed's always going to be stuck, but there is a freshman in Deshaun Nunn who's almost better than him already. Bob Speed. Ironically, one of the slower running backs, but Bob is gone. At wideout, I am quite worried about these two at the bottom here. That is a low rating, even for freshmen. We don't want to get rid of Big Al's gorilla shirt. Can't get rid of a tight end, at least we shouldn't. Just create problems down the road. Definitely seeing some players that we could cut. Not that I want to, but I'm definitely seeing it. Alright. Gotta get the numbers down. We are gonna get rid of the wideouts. Boobier Boy. And, well, apparently Hakuna Nevada stays. Sorry to Boobier Boy, then. I was gonna get rid of both of them. At center, Kirk second cousins. Also gonna have to go, just overshadowed by other people that are younger and in the same position, and if not better now, just about to be. Offensive tackle. Based off of what I'm seeing there, I mean, yeah, Electra might have to go. If we look here, 79 overall senior. 79 overall senior, we got these bunch, yeah. Thad Castle, the 5th, on his way out. And on the left side, Yellow Jello on his way out. Linebacker, can't imagine cutting anybody. I mean, Donald's 2K, maybe. But... we'll get rid of Sugar Cane at linebacker. Nobody at corner. Nobody at safety. God, we still have 2 more? Come on, man. These difficult decisions, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. And technically, Hornswoggle could go. There's some freshmen that are significantly better, so... Alright, a Hornswoggle. Anybody else that makes sense here? We'll go for Hannibal Lecter. Very tough cut down to 85. That hasn't been a very difficult decision for a while. We have our conference updates. Let's take a look at this. We've been waiting for this for a couple of seasons. So moving up from independent status is Kennesaw State. They head to Conference USA to take over for San Jose State, who were terrible. And Toledo, who will be replaced by East Kakalaki. I cannot believe that frickin' transfer quarterback picked Monroe over us. Now, once upon a time, we thought we might do a challenge with Monroe. And now, I don't even want to look at their logo. I don't even want to look at it. I wish General Booty nothing but failure. Bowling Green, champions of... Can I finally rename that other goddamn division since it always glitches out? We were just going to do like the Freedom Division or some shit. It's America. Yeah, it says it's there. We'll see if that's the way it's actually going to be, though. Bowling Green, promoted as champions. They head to the MAC to replace Tulsa. Don't get used to seeing us next to Bowling Green, because you're not going to have to. Thank God, because I don't want to deal with them anymore. Your champions of the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, head to the Sun Belt to replace Utah State. Of course, that is not the finalized version of our new conference yet. we will be able to get a look at what we're dealing with here, because Miami is moving to the American to replace Duke. So this is our new conference this year, the Sun Belts. Lord, I thought we'd never see it. You got Arizona at an 81, Ball State at an 83, Duke's an 81, Fresno a 76, Memphis at a 79, 81 for Marshall, 80 for Liberty, 82 for Indiana, 81 Nevada, 81 Troy, 83 UConn. On paper, we can absolutely compete for another promotion. Absolutely. I don't see any reason why we couldn't. Coastal Kakalaki moving to the Mountain West to replace SMU. So that much further separated from the teal turf. Thank God. Nightmares about it. BYU head to the Pac-12 to replace the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. The Fighting Illini of Illinois head to the ACC to replace Arkansas. Down go the Saw. Call them the Saw. They should. The Georgia Bulldogs finally decided to stop being perennial underperformers. Replace the California Golden Bears, so they're back in Tier 3. By the time they started getting their shit together. Tier 3 champs last year were West Virginia. They head to the Big Ten to replace Central Florida. And the champions of the Big Ten, team that we beat in the playoffs, baby, the North Carolina Tar Heels. We shut them out in the playoffs, as they'll be replacing Texas. So we technically beat 2 teams in the playoffs that are in that top-tier SEC category. Makes that playoff magic that much more ridiculous, doesn't it? But shout out to the likes of Bama that have never been dropped. Michigan's never been dropped. I don't even know if Oregon's ever been dropped in this timeline, but can't say that for everybody. In terms of the schedule for this upcoming season, let's see what we got going on here. Again, typically we just leave it as is, but West Virginia, yeah, no thanks. No thanks. So we will get chat involved with that process to see what 2 games we start off our year with. But the conference games, of course, Indiana, Marshall, Nevada, Duke, Troy, Arizona, UConn, Memphis, Fresno, and Liberty to end the year. So we'll see who we end up playing, like I said, for those first 2 games. We want West Virginia. You want West Virginia. I don't want West Virginia. Oh, can't imagine we have anybody on the national team. Nope. But if we look at conference, Nacho Man, Sandy Ravage, Soup Sandwich, Piamoof, Lachlan, Endurance Cornhucker, Cornhucker, Tribal Chief, and Diet Kakalaki. There's a lot of promise on this roster in comparison to the rest of the conference. We are number 18 in the country, too, out of the gates. Let's take a look at the board. Again, we are 1 promotion away from unlocking 3-star talents outright. But we are going to be back looking at 2 stars for now. So, first and foremost, okay. Good start in terms of availability, at least. Very good start. Okay, you make the Final 4, and all of a sudden, everybody says, pick me, pick me. I would like to play for Ball State. How the tides have turned. How the turntables hath tabled. Jesus Christ, I'm not even going to make it through the offensive line before our short list fills up. This is nuts. So quarterbacks, Darren Wilds. 85 throw power, 85 speed. That's okay. What about Delonte Cheeseman? 86 throw power, 66 speed. I'm going to say no to that. I want some more mobility than that. Marty Banks, 85 speed, or 85 throw power, 79 speed. We'll rule him out over Wilds. Rodney Burnett, 84 throw power, 89 speed with Magician. He is currently the favorites. And then Emmett Ricci. Doesn't have what we're looking for. So really the best quarterback that we could get is Rodney Burnett. Running backs, Johnny Hare. 85 speed, power back, 79 brake tackle, 74 trucking. He's okay. What about Ogletree? Also a power back, doesn't even have the mental, so. Amani Odom. 90 speed, elusive back. I like the looks of that. Glenn Bohm, 90 speed, elusive back, has a few more mentals, so we'll take out Odom. Monte Kendricks. Maybe we shouldn't have taken out Odom because he's still kind of left in there. 85 speed, 85 carrying, 82, 79, 77. Kendricks is better than Hare. And then Mr. Witten. Has a few abilities to go off of. He's not too bad either. The fullback, Santiago Moorhead. Nothing overly special. I mean, you got to be pretty damn good for me to take it for fullback right now. Worth looking at least. The wideout, Donnie Donahue, is a gem. 88 speed, 90 jumping at 6'4". David Iwa, I'm not sure. 87 speed, 87 jumping. It's okay. Not as good as Donahue, though. And Tyree Mashode, 89 jumping, 84 speed. 68 catching, that's going to be a no. Tight ends, Lyle Johns. Not bad. 57 awareness, though. Can't block. Damn. Matthew Biggs. 78 speed, 73 catching. Also not the worst, but certainly not the best. Spencer Boren. Looks like the others, kind of mid. At least he's got a mental over Biggs, though. Jamison Moffett. And Sua Yupati. I mean, yeah, we're not even going to be able to add everybody to the list. And that's just for players that were interested. We haven't even looked at, like, further pipeline rating. So, at least for this year, we should have pretty much no problem bringing in recruits. It's just a matter of... Jesus Christmas. Just a matter of finding the quality. Holy hell. That is insane. Again, we'll still have to figure out the schedule. We'll still have to rename some players, but I do want to take a look at the red shirts. Pretty much going to be all the new incoming players anyway, like it always is. So quarterbacks, Root and Matlock. Names coming up, but they'll be there. Set out the freshman there. Set out the freshman there. And you. And you, and you. And you. Hey, Brooks. All the freshmen that we are allowed to set out. It's tradition, damn it. It's tradition. Cool. So what is the depth chart going to look like then? That is the last thing I want to sort out tonight. Quarterback, Isaiah Boutte or Sir Acha? Speed, kind of even in terms of the overall mobility. God, so yeah, if that's even. Awareness goes to Acha. The abilities go to Boutte. Throw power to Boutte. Deep accuracy, though, for Isaiah sucks. Better in play action. Gotta be honest, I think it goes to Sir Acha getting the chance. Just for the deep accuracy alone. I think Sir Acha will get the opportunity here. Running back wise, Diet Soda has the abilities. This guy has the awareness. I'll go with Diet Soda to be the man there. And then third choice. Cool. Oh, I can't handle the cowbell right now. Can't do it. Fullback is fine. Get soup sandwich in there if need be, and get pigged in there as well. For the wideouts, right. This guy has recoup over Gorilla Shirt. He's got better. Okay, so hold on. Speed to Gorilla Shirt. Awareness to this guy, but catching to Gorilla Shirt. He wins. Speed to Gorilla Shirt. Awareness to this guy, but catching to Gorilla Shirts. Speed to Gorilla Shirt. Awareness to this guy. Catching. Tiebreaker goes to Gorilla Shirt. Speed, awareness. Okay, so there we go. So speed to you, awareness to you, catching to you. Speed to you, awareness to you. Okay, there we go. So the 76 actually is a little bit shaky, but we're looking all right at wideout then. Tight ends, soup sandwich is the guy. Speed to you, awareness to you, catching to you. We'll get Droge up there. Left tackle. Yep, we're gonna have to sort through here, aren't we? Did the typical video game thing. Right, so left tackle. Is it Bapumoof or Perk? It's, I mean, like a 99 awareness for Bop with 99 pass block, but then obviously some of the attributes kind of wind down. I'm gonna go with Perk Angle just for the double golds. Left guard. I know I have another left guard, even if he's further down. We got a couple of them, and I'd prefer them to actually be at left guard. I know that makes me very picky. I want my left guards to be at left guard. Very, very picky. All right, so this guy has the awareness, but that guy has the abilities. We got to go for Gideon Okorafor. Brand new addition, but Screen Enforcer. A big fan. Agility to this guy, awareness to this guy. Shout out to Baraka, but I'm sorry, buddy. You were going to be third on the depth chart. For the centers, no abilities. The awareness goes to Oilers. I think Oilers is getting the chance there, just for the strength and the extra awareness. Right guard. Let's make sure all the best ones are there, because I imagine Glauclin's going to be the starter. Let's see. Agility, strength, awareness, but he's got the tiebreaker. Yeah, I mean, we can't not play him. He's got the awareness, he's got the strength, he's got quick step. Let's put Fly Swatter in there. And then right tackle, last one to sort out. Are there any changes that we'd make here? He has very little strength, but he has the awareness. I don't think there's any changes we'd make. Except, I mean, Cornhucker's at a fucking 88. He's got O-line rally. Yeah. I mean, eventually someone's just such a higher overall that you have no choice but to ignore certain badges and stuff like that. You just got to play them. So at left end, let's see who's going to be playing here. Diaper's the guy, obviously. It's just his rating is too much higher. He is too good. Right side, though, more of a toss-up. We're going to go with, I think, Buffalo. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Defensive tackle is where we are a little bit weaker. A bit of a shame, but it is what it is. He's got Platinum O-line rally. We'll leave him in. Left side and right side have been freaking swapped again. I love it. It's my favorite. Let's see who's on that left side then. Start back up right into DT. I will if it looks like he's struggling. But for the moment, I do at least want to give him the opportunity. But I am aware that technically we could play people there. But I do like to try and keep people into their best positions. Granted, I'd rather have a defensive end at DT than the other way around. But... yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should. You could also argue, I mean, playing somebody at center or left guard, I think we could have higher ratings there too, but I don't know if they do need team player to technically even go from, like, right guard to left guard, or from right tackle to left guard. I don't know if that could get him in trouble. That's something else I'm trying to be weary of. Man, I hate to say it, but guy's got a lot of abilities. That awareness is crazy. 98 agility. His change of direction sucks, but he's huge. Middle. Go with Big Al in the middle over Donald's toupee. And right side. Who will it be? Between Thad Castle and NIL OnlyFans. It's going to be NIL, I think. The extra couple abilities will win it for him. Corner. Corner. Speed to this guy. Awareness to this guy. But man coverage to you. Speed to you. Awareness to you. But man coverage to you. Speed to you. Awareness to you. Man coverage to you. And then speed to you. Awareness to him. Man coverage to even better zone. Okay. So speed goes to you. Awareness goes to him. You got the man coverage. Speed to you. Awareness to him. And man coverage to you. Okay. Didn't think we'd have the 79 overall playing corner, but he's got 90 man coverage already. Free safety, pretty obvious. Got to be Mr. Hitstick. Strong safety, Diet Kakalaki. That works. Kick return this year. Go for Deshaun Nunn. He's got the better change of direction. So there you go, Mr. Nunn. Kickoffs, that's good. Long snap, that's good. Third down back. Stay there. Power back. Good. Slot receiver. Honestly, that's fine. Could technically go with George because he's not the fastest. He's relatively fast, but he's not that much slower, and he's that much better. Rushing left end will be Thad. Just looking at some of these ratings here. Other side will be Connoisseur. Yeah. Rushing defensive tackle will be the Diaper. Not him, then Buffalo. If not him, then Character Limit. Linebacker is fine. And corner is good. I don't know for sure if we can earn back-to-back promotions. I don't. But I do know this is one of the better looking teams we've ever had.